What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday. I am sitting outside of Barnes & Noble and I am ready to head on in and find what is brand new. I am also planning on going to Walmart today because we have a lot of brand new releases. The Conjuring on 4K, Lilo and Stitch is coming out today, as well as Karate Kid Legends. There's also 2 of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, both receiving 4K upgrades from Arrow. Possibly I could find those inside of Barnes & Noble today. But the main reason why I wanted to come to Barnes & Noble is because there is a brand new book out surrounding the Scream franchise. I believe it's called Your Favorite Scary Movie. When I saw other people posting that on social media, I said, oh yes, this is something I need to pick up. So it's absolutely perfect. Going on a Blu-ray trip and then also possibly finding my book. So let's head on inside and see what's in Barnes & Noble. First stop of the day, heading on into Barnes & Noble. Let's begin our Barnes & Noble trip with the Arrow 50% off sale. I'm very happy that because the sale is going on, there is an actual separate section for this sale, because before, when I was here, the last time I was here, it was all A24 movies, and so for the sale, they've switched everything over to Arrow. I believe this sale is still happening until the middle of September. I want to say the 14th or the 15th. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of great, recent, brand new titles. Swordfish is fairly new. Poseidon just came out not too long ago. Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X. So if you've been looking for these titles, just walk into your local Barnes & Noble and you can find these in the display. In the new and notable section, this is usually where the steel books are held, and they do have the 40-Year-Old Virgin, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. If I could pick up physical media, I would be going for the Ace Ventura Pet Detective Steelbook, but unfortunately I cannot, so I have to leave it behind on the shelf. It kind of kills me just a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. Like 3.5 more years and I'll be able to buy stuff again. They have A Quiet Place Day One, Platoon, the original Naked Gun, the Stranger Steelbook down at the bottom, Straight Outta Compton as well. On the other side of the display, there's also the 4K slipcover for Ace Ventura Pet Detective, so nice to have the options right there. There's also Coneheads, the 4K from Kino Lorber, recent brand new release. This is why I always mention, if you want a chance walking into Barnes & Noble on release day, you could find brand new Kino Lorber titles. Another Happy Gilmore. There's the Jaws 4K slipcover, Twisters and Twister down at the bottom, Sonic 3. In the other new release section, Bring Her Back, I noticed right away. I would love to pick up that movie in the future. We have some older titles that have been here, Final Destination Bloodlines. And down at the bottom, we have the brand new How to Train Your Dragon 4K Steelbook. Over on the other side of the display, kind of a hodgepodge of random physical media releases with Novocaine and Phoenician Scheme, Rust, Sinners on Blu-ray, Thunderbolts, The Wedding Banquet. And down at the bottom, another Kino Lorber release, the 4K of Xanadu. I always love going to the A24 corner at my local Barnes & Noble because I just love the display that they have for it. A lot of great titles I'm hoping to pick up in the future, like Love Lies Bleeding. I would also like Warfare, We Live in Time. Really love those movies. I thought they were great. And then off to the side, there is another little section of A24 movies. Bring Her Back, yet again. That is on my list to pick up. We've also got The Legend of Ochi, currently streaming on HBO Max, but I do really like the cover of that. Friendship. This movie is going to be streaming on HBO Max, I believe, September 5th, so that is going to be coming soon. Lamb is right next to that. A couple copies of Heretic, Behind Friendship. And Warfare is also coming to HBO Max, I believe, September 12th. So a lot of great movies coming to streaming next month, so you guys can catch up if you're behind. Now let's go over to the DVD section. This is mainly DVDs, and what caught my eye first was Driving Miss Daisy. This is a movie I need in my collection someday because I believe that is a Best Picture winner, and I don't own it. I can't believe I don't own Driving Miss Daisy, so I absolutely need that. The Friend, that movie is currently streaming on Paramount Plus. We've got Hidden Figures, very underrated movie if you've never seen that, based on true events. Out of Africa with Meryl Streep and Robert Redford, good movie as well. Lots of great titles: Oppenheimer, Star is Born, Titanic. Selena is one of my favorite biopics of all time. Always love to see that in stock. Double pack of Shawshank and Green Mile, of course. To the right is Training Day and the remake of True Grit and The Truman Show. Amazing movies. Now's the time of year for Beetlejuice, and we have Billy Madison and Black Sheep as well from Kino Lorber. Bottoms is a very underrated comedy. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend that you do. It is hilarious. Career Opportunities, I'll recommend all day long, and Crybaby. I still have to watch my 4K of that film. Pretty in Pink is always a go-to for me. They had the 4K and the Paramount Presents Blu-ray. Up at the top, we have more Kino Lorber, also Tommy Boy from Paramount, Wayne's World 2. Ooh, what's this little hidden gem? White Men Can't Jump, 50% off. I believe of $14.99. That would be a pickup because I don't have that. I've never seen it, but unfortunately, I have to leave that one behind. Always a great day when I can find Audrey Hepburn out in the wild. We got Bridget Jones. The Birdcage. I absolutely love The Birdcage. It's so hilarious. One of the best comedies of all time. Right next to that is Bogey and Bacall collection. 4 movies. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Eternal Sunshine. And Elvira. What a mix. At my local Barnes & Noble, with the DVD section, they always mix everything together. It's not just DVDs. They throw in Blu-rays. They throw in 4Ks. So it's always fun to dig because you never know what you're going to find when you're digging in there. I have found such hidden gems at Barnes & Noble. Such great finds. Lots of copies of Paper Moon, Patch Adams. We got Three Amigos, another great comedy. But now let's find my Scream book. Over here in the entertainment book section, there it is. There is the book that I am looking for, your favorite scary movie. I thought I was going to have to dig for this book, but apparently not. I think someone else was looking at it and they just put it back on the shelf right in the front because it's not in any kind of alphabetical order. But I'm really excited. I love Scream. I love these movies so much. And so this was an absolute necessity for me to pick up today. I was excited to go hunting for this reason. So really excited. As I was going to check out, I saw this really cool Halloween spooky season display right at the front. They have a Wednesday Ouija board, cute little ghost mugs. They have decor, can I say the word? Decor, spooky season decor, obviously books, the Book of Dracula, Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven. I love the cat with the raven on its head. Obviously, that's supposed to look like Edgar Allan Poe, and it's just so cute. This is all great, fantastic stuff for spooky season to really get you in the mood for the upcoming holiday and everything. So if you guys are into any of this stuff, head on down to Barnes & Noble. And then on the other side, if you love Nightmare Before Christmas, you are absolutely going to want to go down there. Look at the plushie. So freaking cute. They have board games. They have Clue. They have little teeny tiny like figurines and books. That is a Jigsaw Funko Pop, so that also something with Terrifier. The Game of Death, I don't know. And then a Chucky board game, I guess it looks like. Lots of great stuff. Operation. That could be a lot of fun with your kids, especially because it is the Nightmare Before Christmas theme. That could be a lot of fun. I am so excited. Total success. I did not think this book was going to be right there in the front. I thought I would have to do a little bit of digging. Nope, it was right there in the front. As you guys saw, it could not have been easier. So here we go. If you are the ultimate Scream fan like I am, you are probably going to want to pick up this book. I've already started flipping through it. I cannot wait to get started reading this. I might have to start this before Wicked because I think I'm going to devour this book probably within a couple of weeks. Once I get started, I probably will not want to put it down and I'll have to finish it. I just cannot wait. I got to get started reading this book. So your favorite scary movie, if you guys love Scream, go to Barnes & Noble and pick it up. The price is $22, so not too bad. So happy that I found this. Now let's head over to Walmart because to my surprise, there really weren't any of the big brand new releases at Barnes & Noble. Usually they have a couple of the brand new releases. I was very much surprised that they did not have either one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4Ks. Maybe they just haven't put them out yet. I'm not sure. But let's head on over to Walmart to see if they have The Conjuring, Lilo & Stitch, and Karate Kid Legends. Stop number 2, Walmart. We're going into Walmart. We're going into Walmart. As far as brand new releases go at Walmart, apparently they have not put out any brand new releases yet because they still have How to Train Your Dragon and Thunderbolts, and The Accountant 2, Novocaine, The Monkey, Snow White, and Minecraft down at the bottom. So that is extremely disappointing. I thought I would come in and there would be a ton of brand new releases, but unfortunately there is not. And then also the other main display that usually holds sometimes steelbooks. They haven't had steelbooks in a while. And also the seasonal physical media. They still have the classic TV slipcovers and also the horror selections from a couple of months ago. So this has not changed over in a while, but I'm assuming it's probably going to change over soon because with spooky season literally happening right now, everyone's changing over to Halloween stuff. It's only a matter of time that they'll be switching this over as well, but that's extremely disappointing that there are no brand new releases out. Do they at least have the tickets out? Yeah, because there's King of Kings, there's Lilo and Stitch, and Karate Kid Legends, but they do not have the new releases out yet, unfortunately. So because there are no brand new releases, I figure I might as well just go over the bloody disgusting horror section. There isn't too much to show you guys, but at least it's something. It's something to talk about. So here we have Megan. Is this like a NECA figure or something? Yeah, NECA of Megan. Different faces, hairstyles, and weapons and things like that. I really love the Megan plushie. I'm kind of tempted to pick it up and just stick it in the horror corner because I think it would be so cool. But I think it's like $16. Yeah, $16. She's a little bit too expensive. They also do have the Nun plushie as well. A little bit too frightening for my taste, I do gotta say, so I don't think I'd pick up that one. They still do have the American Psycho pins. I don't know why this is covered in plastic. Maybe someone opened it. I don't know. Is it the one I opened? I don't know. Maybe, possibly. And they also do have a NECA of the Nun. So we'll see what this one looks like. She's creepy. She's a little weird and frightening. And then, is this supposed to be Annabelle? Yeah, Annabelle Comes Home. Okay. kind of looks like the generic Annabelle. They also have Conjuring socks. Yeah, men's socks, 3 pair right there. And then what is this? We have, oh, is this like the breakfast cereal bowl and spoon Conjuring theme? But this caught my eye when I was checking everything out because I like to feature these. These are like the surprise, you never know what you're gonna get. And this is the universal horror option. So we have Us, Chucky, we have McCreary from The Thing, Abigail, Dr. Loomis, and Megan and Cocaine Bear. And there's also the option of, I guess, The Sign, Jupiter's Claim from Nope, and also from The Exorcist Believer. That is pretty cool, I gotta say. I am really tempted to get one of these to see what is inside because just because it's horror themed, I'm intrigued. And then I guess there's 2 exclusives, exclusive A and exclusive B. And I'm trying to like feel to see like which one this could possibly be, and I honestly don't know. I have no clue. But if you guys are interested, they are $6.98 a piece. If it was less than $5, I would probably buy one, or maybe 2, just to see what I would get. I don't know, maybe I will, but not this time. Maybe they'll go on clearance. Maybe they'll get more of them in, but I don't know because there's only like a couple of them in there. They've been extremely popular, so maybe there won't be any left, but you never know. Not today though, but those are always fun. They do have a restock of the Jaws cups. I was also tempted, but then I thought to myself, I never really like the tops of these. I don't know. I like a different style of top, so that would be a waste of $12. They also do have Carrie with the blood going down the side as well. Now here's something really cool. This is brand new. I thought, whoa, what is this? Willy Wonka Oompa Loompa collectible plush. It comes in the really cool box that looks like a Wonka bar. It's got like the bite taken out of it. That's a nice touch to it. That looks really cool. This would be an awesome like display piece if you love Willy Wonka or, you know, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But here's what is possibly inside. Here's all 4 of the possible plushies that you could get. So we have Wonka Bar, Everlasting Gobstopper, Golden Ticket, and the Blueberry Fizz. And then there's also, I guess, a scented plush. I don't know. But that's pretty cool too. So if you were kind of interested in going for this one, $9.97. Not too bad. Not too bad. Because there's only 4 options, so if you're trying to buy all 4, I mean, $40 investment, I guess. I don't know, but it's a nice little collectible box if you do want that in your collection at home. That's the first time I've seen it, so I just thought I would point that out. I thought it looked really neat. And then we have Rebel Moon. No one really cared about that. And Deadpool, so. And then we got some lights to spruce up your room, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm just showing you the rest of the aisle. And then we have some Funko Pops down here. I guess this is going to be the end of the video today. Unfortunately, no new releases in stock at Walmart today. Just a little overview of what's over here. Freaky Tales, top left-hand corner, is here on Blu-ray. Nice slipcover for $17.96. We have Dark something. I don't know what this is. Dark Match. Never heard of that. For $12.96. We've got Rust, $14.96. Ash. And that is pretty much it. Everything else I've shown you numerous times. So massive disappointment. No new releases this week yet here at Walmart. But they will probably stock it within the next day or two. Actually, they'll probably stock it within the next couple of hours. So that is going to be the Barnes & Noble Walmart Blu-ray hunting trip for today. At least I had success in finding my Scream book. As I mentioned, cannot wait to start reading that. Thank you so much for tagging along with me today. Comment down below and let me know, what did you find if you went out today. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time.